Your garden might be feeling a little parched right now. We're taking your plant and garden questions today.
The number to call if you have a question is 270-9933. Let's see, we've got 3 lines open today. Lisa Briggs is live at the Bruce Company to take your calls. Hi, Lisa.
Hey there, you guys beating the heat?
How about you? Staying cool over there?
Yeah, some parts of the building are out of AC though, so they're a little bit miserable.
And do plants sort of go into like hibernation this time of year when it gets like this?
There are a lot of plants that will go dormant when the heat gets like this. So we're talking about like cyclamen or bleeding hearts. But a lot of other things, especially plants in containers, will really slow down their growth rate, will really sort of use less water. So if things are looking wilty, make sure you check the soil before you assume that it's water. It's a water issue, because it might just be the heat.
All right, we go to the phones now, and we will start with Judy from Lone Rock. Hi, Judy.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
My question is about my rhubarb patch. It's about 20 years old. The last couple of years, the stalks have been really spindly. Would digging up the roots and spreading them out help?
Yeah, I would, Judy, not at this time of year, but in the early spring, right when they start to emerge, dig those clumps up and like use a sharp spade and cut them maybe in quarters and then spread them out. You probably won't get a lot of production next year, but it should improve the size of your harvest for the year after.
Okay, what about the lawns this time of year? Should you be watering them or just let them go?
When you look at your lawns this time of year, you have to make a decision. Do you want your lawn to go dormant, or do you want to water it? And if you're going to water it, you have to commit to that. So good inch of water once a week. If you let it go dormant, then you have to let that happen, trusting that when we get to like late August or early September and the rain comes back and the temperature's cool, it'll green right back up. Bluegrass is meant to do that. It doesn't mind. It won't hurt it in the long run, but you got to make a choice.
But we did have that one year where it was so dry that it stopped. I mean, the patches of the lawn just died.
That's right.
Yes. And when it cooled off, it came back.
Yeah, that's one perk of this heat. You don't have to mow as much.
That is true.
And we actually need some rain, right?
I think that we do. We haven't had anything, significant in about a week or 8 days. And it doesn't look like we're going to get anything today. So I'm hoping that we get some rain, although part of me wishes that the temperatures would moderate first, because the storms, when they're that severe, there's a lot of runoff and not a lot of moisture really soaking into the soil.
All right, let's go to Connie in Janesville. Hi, Connie. What's your question?
I have a hibiscus tree, and I've been using this number 8 yard and garden stuff, spraying it. And I just wanted to know, how many times should I spray it with this? And should I be putting some kind of a fertilizer around the bottom?
So this hibiscus is a tropical one that goes in the house for the winter, or is it like a Rose of Sharon?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a Rose of Sharon. So it's planted outside.
It's planted outside, and I've been using this.
Okay.
I've been keeping the Japanese beetle bugs off, but I want to know how many times I have to spray with this.
You can spray the 8. I would wait until you actually see the beetles around, and then I think you can spray like every 4 or 5 days to keep them off.
Ooh, okay, maybe I've been spraying too much.
8 does a really good job. Yeah,
okay.
8 does a really good job of keeping them off. Also, if you want to go more organic, you can use a product called Captain Jack's. But Captain Jack's, the beetles will eat it, and then they stop eating and die. They are not killed immediately like they are with an insecticide like 8. So it'll still kill them in the long run, and they'll stop eating. It's just a different way that it works.
All right,
but either one is great.
Okay, let's go to Stacy here in Madison. Hi, Stacy.
Hi there. I have a question about my hydrangea. I have 3 hydrangea plants that are very healthy. They've gotten huge. They're a good 4 or 5 feet in diameter, but they never bloom. I've tried various fertilizers, so I'm looking for suggestions.
So what color are the flowers supposed to be?
They were blue initially when I got them, but they started turning pink in the last couple years, and then I've just gotten nothing the last 2 years.
So about, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago, there was the new hydrangea on the market called Endless Summer. And it blooms on old wood and new wood, but not super reliably. So if that's the one you have, what you want to really do is go back to the old method of doing a little bit of winter protection. So once the ground is frozen, pile a little bit of mulch on the crown of the plant, leave all the stems up, pile some mulch on the crown to protect some of those low buds, and then cut it back in the spring when you see what actually died, and see if that will help.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Sounds great. I'll give it a try.
Thanks for the
you.
call.
Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Let's go to Larry now. Hi, Larry.
Hi there.
What's your question?
I'm calling from Freeport, Illinois. I just had
Go ahead.
I just had a question about I collected some rhubarb seeds. When is a good time to plant the rhubarb seeds?
Oh my, okay, so I think that the rhubarb seeds, what you're going to want to do is start them in the winter so that you get some growth and then plant them out. And it's going to be a while before you get a crop because it really has to have that root be vigorous enough to send out some stems. But I would say you're going to want to start that early in the winter. I would also check online because I don't know off the top of my head. Some seeds will need some special treatment, either scarification or stratification, which is they need a little dormancy period or they need a little bit of scraping. So check online and it should tell you if you have to do any extra methods like soaking them or keeping them in the refrigerator for a few weeks before you plant them.
All right, very good. Let's try to get Sonia in Baraboo in here quickly. Sonia, what's your question?
I just wanted to know what the colored plants are behind her.
Which one? This? This is a croton, so this is a tropical plant. This, the one that I was holding, this is a zinnia, so this is a flowering annual. And this is an anthurium. This is also a tropical plant. So it's probably one of those three. That's
Pretty nice office that you have there, Lisa.
It's not bad.
All right, thanks everyone for calling in. We are out of time. Lisa, we'll see you soon. And we'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.